Alright then. See if it looks like there's a green light again. Sorry about that delay, everybody. I assume that it's back now, but you'll have to verify that for me, because I had a bit of an internet issue here, which always seems to come at the worst of times, as I'm sure many of you know. But I do appreciate your patience while that got resolved. There's really nothing I can do. It's more a matter of just waiting for the internet to come back. And I need to figure out why exactly it is that it does that. I have no actual idea as to why it just disconnects randomly and then comes back a minute later. But for some reason, that's how it works. And I really wish I had an answer for you. But that's where we're at right now. Does this need more fuel? Is that what the problem is? Is that why it's not doing anything? Let's queue it up again real quick. No, actually use the jetpack, not turn it off. That's not what I wanted. Yes, this explains so much. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna work on that. We are going to probably put together another core while we're at it, for, you know, capture of some structure or to create a new one, although I have to make it into a base starter. So that may be something I invest in later on, but for now, or I could put it into our ship that we're hoping to build. So got a few options, but I want to just put this generator down and see if that works any better than the power or than the fuel tank as far as production and how long those fuel tanks will last. Alright, almost done with the generator. That's what I wanted to see. We also have a lot of rock dust here, so I'm probably gonna just grab this. And I'll probably bring it over to the survival constructor and just let that crank out some more concrete. We can just build with it, get a little bit of a foundation for our new base, expand the walls on it a bit. And we'll see where we go from there. That is definitely something that I am interested in. And don't mind me, I'm just looking to make sure that everything is back up and operational over on YouTube. Believe it should be, but I just want to double check to make sure that it is. Pretty sure that Twitch will be live as well. Looks like it thinks that I'm live, so we'll go with that as a victory at this point. We'll assume that is correct. And in that time, we pretty much finished up the core also. Hooray! Wins for everyone. I'll be taking that. And that. I still keep hitting tab, as I'm sure you guys are noticing. Even though that's not actually what I need to hit. Let's just round out a whole nice stack of 50 here. Let that build for a little bit. And let's see what we can put together here. I want to make this actually a nice sized structure so we can build more into it. I'd like to have some walls and have it actually be a safe structure if possible. That'd be really swell. But our first focus is just to try and get some sort of foundation together so we have a whole big area set out for our structure. Right now we're kind of doing this whole semicircle thing because we're working into a hill, so kind of building into that at the moment. And I'm not really going to play with it too much as far as the hill is concerned. But I will work with what we've got as far as space. So there are going to be some that are like way buried underground. I'm not too worried about it because if I ever end up digging that up, the concrete should still be there. Let's leave it that far because I want to leave a little corridor behind us. Even though it doesn't really change anything. I could walk right through here. So maybe, well, that expands as far as I want it to. But we can build out from here now. Because as we learned earlier, anywhere on this constructor is a valid place to actually select it. So don't have to worry about that. We'll build into this. We'll build out from here as well. And we'll just have a whole nice little foundation, or a start of one at least, to get everything up and running. That's not what I wanted exactly. What I wanted was to put on my quick bar. Alright, slot 1 works too. Sure, if you insist. And alright, that rounds out that. So we've got this weird little semicircle, but at least it's a bit of a structure of some kind. So we've got something to work with and something to build on too. And we can always dig this up if we need to and start to expand some more anywhere in this section here. But for now, let's see, this is used up half of its fuel already. We're going to try placing down this generator also, because I want to see if that changes anything. If I put that down, does that make it so that way there's less? Well, that's not exactly what I had in mind. I want to actually put it vertical. Can I put it vertical? I don't know where it went. Or I didn't know where it went, at least. Where are you going? Are you just constantly ascending into the sky? You're dancing into the heavens right now. Yeah, it seems like that just moves it up. Aha, wait. Maybe. Maybe we might be onto something here. I'll take it. I think that's a win. Just like that. Cool. Oh, so now it's actually using the power that we've got in here. That's unfortunate. You new here? New over there, maybe. It's been a little while since I've seen you on Twitch. Are you on desktop, by the way, Blazing? What else do we want? I think we pretty much built everything that we really want right now. But let's check out the tech tree again. Because we've done a little bit of leveling. We might be able to do something with this. Elevator block seems useful. Plant glow light. Definitely need that. We know we need that. We should probably learn the fridge also. Everybody loves the fridge. Maybe. It can be. Okay. Because there's an extension that I added that's supposed to be an RPG type of thing that you can play while you're watching the stream. So I was curious if you were on desktop, if you wanted to check it out, let me know what you thought of it. It's the first extension that I've added to the panels on the page, and it probably won't be the last, but I'm curious to see how that goes and what your thoughts are. It's something where we're supposed to all be working together too, so I thought that would be pretty cool. I need to get level 10 before I can make an ATM. There's a bunch of things here that'll take some time. I imagine I shouldn't really worry about the capital vessel stuff yet. I should probably worry more about the small one. Required on every vessel for turning. That seems pretty handy, but first, I mean, there aren't too many other. Well, we'll get some work lights. Oh, you want me to download the game you're playing? Oh, this one you'd have to buy it if you were getting it. This is not free. Shotguns, that seems helpful. Assault rifle T2, I think that also seems helpful. We'll go with that. We'll go with a sniper. We'll go with a shotgun. We're learning all of the weapons, basically. Should probably get a laser pistol, though, at some point. Gonna need that. Explosive device. I mean, seems helpful, but I don't really want to start making those things. I'll find a way to make it free. I mean, I am not gonna get into that, but I'm sure some people could if they were trying to do that sort of thing. Tool used for texturing building blocks. It seems interesting, but it's not really what we need. How about, let's see, I'm gonna need to get more levels for all this stuff. Flares, I mean, I'm sure it's useful to some extent. Cargo box, that I definitely want to be able to place down, though. Maybe a hover vessel. Maybe I should start with the hover vessel and I can work my way up to the other stuff like the small and the capital vessels. Definitely could, but I don't want to. Fair enough. I am not going to get too much into that. Alright, so I need this for turning. Or flipping if upside down. I need this for secondary propulsion. Okay. We're gonna go through these unlock points real fast. This is oh, the main engine, I guess. What's a hover booster? Short, strong to perform a jump. Okay. Well, I mean, that's helpful, but let's see where we're at. Stores, ores, and woods collected with your mounted tool. Yes. Yes, we need that. Harvester module. Also seems kind of useful. But I probably want that drill one. Mining resources. Yeah, I definitely want that. It's going to be a little while before we have this. But that's okay. We're working our way there. Cockpit blocks. I think we're going to need to actually get into this thing. Docking your hover vessels to capital vessels. We don't need that yet because we don't actually build any capital vessels. Passenger seat. I'm not playing with anyone because I'm forever alone. Fuel tank. That seems very useful. Oxygen tank might be useful, but honestly, I think we're fine without it right now. Oh, okay, you can do construction on a mobile constructor. That would be pretty cool, actually. And have a fridge on the hover vessel. Also, pretty handy. Let's get that generator, though. We're definitely gonna need that. Such thing as a gift card trade, $25 Xbox Live card, and I want a Google Play card. I don't really know about that, Blazing. I'm not sure if there is. But one thing I do know that you may want to look into, it's a bit slow going, so it's not ideal. But one thing that I do is I have an app on my phone. It's Google Play Rewards, I think it was called. I'll find the exact name for you. I'll tell you in Discord. But it's basically something where they give you surveys, and they'll give you some Google Play credits that are good for about a year when you answer most of their questionnaires, and they're like between 3 and 5 questions usually, and it'll be less than $1. It'll be 20 cents here, 45 cents here maybe. So it's nothing substantial, but it'll cut into, if you're planning on buying something on Google Play, it'll cut into that anyway. So, like I've bought some in-game content for some mobile games using just my credits from doing the surveys. But, I mean, the downside is that you have to wait until they have one for you also. So you can't just be like, I'm just going to go on there and just do a bunch of surveys and get what I want. But at the same time, it helps. It's handy to have. We have a few new things now. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to build some hover stuff. We want to build RCS. We want to get a fuel tank. Cockpit. A hover engine. Probably a couple of thrusters. Definitely a generator. Definitely cargo. We are not going to have room for this, are we? Or energy for this, rather. Going to find one. Best of luck to you. I don't really know much about how that market works. Let's eat some more corn, because why not? And probably put away these pumpkins, because I should also really do that. We have one more fuel tank, so we'll go ahead and dump it in there. And that being the case, let's see, let's pick up the control panel on this thing. Can we actually shut off, I want to see if we can shut off the, well, we got a large constructor, we got this fuel tank. I want to see if we can shut off the generator. But not the generator in the base. It's not that one that I'm interested in shutting off. I think that's the one that this is talking about. Yeah, it is. That is unfortunate. Oh, I saved a screenshot while trying to open maps. Or menus, I should say. That's cool. Let's turn that off. So, what about this one? Can we talk about this one here? Why do we have to talk about that other one? I want to talk about this guy here. That's strange. Okay. Well, yeah, fuel for 4 more minutes over there on the old base. That won't last either. Definitely need to get some new or get a source, I should say, of promethium. So we're gonna try going over there again, and hopefully not get attacked by some weird plant monster that wants to eat my face. It is still very, very dark though. But we're just cutting straight over here and hoping for the best. Hoping for the best. Everybody's hoping for the best. Okay. Well, nothing wanted to eat my face yet, so we're just gonna go over to here. Resource mining. We're gonna try and cut our way down here. I mean, the resources will last once we can get some. It's really just a matter of getting. Aha, found ya. Found some stuff. I do like that they make it very obvious when you found the resource itself, as opposed to, like, let's say the earlier iterations, especially of Space Engineers, where you would have a little bit of a hard time telling if what you were looking at was stone or if it was something else, because they had different models for the same resource, which was cool, because not all stone looks the same. But at the same time, you're looking at it and you're like, is this stone? Is it nickel? I can't... And you have to hope you have an ore detector and that you're in the right spot and that it picked it up properly to make sure that it's actually detecting things and it's not glitching. So it got a little bit frustrating, but I think they may have resolved that since the last time that was an issue. But I'm noticing that you don't really have that same problem with this game from my experience, at least. Cut. We're gonna get a whole bunch of this promethium, and then we should be pretty good for a while. I'm gonna let this run until we're down to about like 350 on the biofuel. I think that should be enough after that to get a bunch accomplished, and still have enough fuel in case we need to just dig into tap into some different veins for some new stuff for a little bit, in case we're missing some crucial resources and we only need a little more copper or a little more iron or whatever. I think iron will be good on for a while, but you never know what you're gonna need. So that yielded a lot less than I thought it was going to, digging up that whole entire area, but that is something I want to grab. I think that's all the fuel we're getting out of this for now, so let's get ourselves out of here. We're out. Bam. Alright. Oh, losing control. Losing control. That's one thing I do a lot with these motorbikes, by the way. Where I don't know how he actually stays upright. It looks like he should probably flop over on his face. But he's like, nah, I'm just gonna grind this. Alright. Cool. So we've got some promethium now. We're gonna get some new fuel together. You know, I really probably could pick this up and place it. Well, I don't know if I can place it on this base structure here, but I could try it. It might not like that too much if it thinks it's actually a proper base. Here. Take this stuff and make me pellets. Lots and lots of pellets. While you're doing that, I'm gonna actually put my stuff away in a proper fridge. One that won't let all the food that I gathered from my tiny, tiny farm in this base go completely to waste. This is still growing. We got more pumpkins. What was that? The Saturday Night Live skit? David S. Pumpkins or something? I'm just thinking of that now. That goofy look. Goofy little look on his face. Alright, so we're in a pretty good spot here, I think. Gonna eat some corn anyway, just to kind of top off. Because nothing else really... And everything else, we could eat the space fries, I suppose. But this corn is gonna go bad first, so let's do that. Although we should have... Did I actually pick it up? Do we have the food processor? We do, that's right. So let's put that down. Maybe we can do something with that corn and actually make it a little bit of a better food to eat. We might get more out of it. Alright. So this can go... Oh, that's not good. Where's my... Alright, listen, buddy. Yeah, actually reload, please. Thank you. Get back. I'm glad you just stood there. Because that would have been really unfortunate otherwise. Alright, well, we shot a dinosaur in the face. And we did get a lot of experience for that, actually. I was kind of impressed. So, that just happened. I guess I'll put the food here. Seems like it would be a good plan. Let's see, perish time is the same. Values are the same, so I guess it's useful if you're changing it into something else later. This just gives you 10 less stamina, but lasts a lot longer. And the ham also lasts a little bit longer and gives you more stamina. I don't understand why you wouldn't do some of these over the others unless you need it for something else. Tomatoes, purified water. No, that's okay. That's okay. Salami. We did have some bread in there. I think no, we didn't grow tomatoes. So we can't do that. Oh, emergency rations take a few things, it seems. Takes a little bit, including rock dust. Go figure that out. But that fills you up, as you can see. What else can we do here? What do we want to make? Got a few options. Raw meat, bread. I don't have cheese. Don't have cheese. Tomatoes we don't have. Oh, okay, so you can make different seeds too if you have nutrient solutions. So where are the nutrient solutions? How do I make those? Small med kit, large med kit, antidote, energy stuff. These are all for different things. Flour, I mean, be good for bread, but where are the nutrient solutions? Are they here? Growing plot, wood. Didn't find a card trader, but I found this game for free. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, I'll be honest. Okay, so I might as well do it with the cement, honestly. Or you could do it with steel plates, but I'm already building this out of cement, so why not keep it at this point? Nutrient solution. Okay, so we need rock dust. We need spoiled food. Interesting. So we need to let some food spoil, I guess. And then some purified water. And we only have a little bit of that right now. Pro hacker. Pro hacker, best hacker. What I think we want to do now. First, let's load up a whole bunch of fuel. Let's make a bunch of fuel packs. Just make them all at this point, honestly. And we're gonna go ahead and dump some into this generator. That should keep us going for a bit. And should give us plenty of time to run out and set down a water generator. Which, I forget how you bookmark things. We're gonna need to try and figure out how you bookmark it, though, because that is gonna be really handy. Just farming gold in World of Warcraft. I believe that, sadly. Oh, man. Yeah, no thanks. Sure, it's not like Diablo 2 or something. That might be like the second level. Like if you go down, they bury you further underground, and you have to try and farm items in D2 without the bots. No, they would use the bots because they would rather get the use out of them than not. So I guess they'd have to just force you to oversee a bunch of bots. All right, we're gonna take all these. We'll let it keep working for now. And we're gonna dump into this thing all of that fuel. That's a beautiful thing right there. Okay. Off we go. We need to grab, because we made some things. We put them away, but we need to go ahead and grab them. Now, what do we want to actually spoil? Because we can try and figure out some of that stuff. Maybe these pixie stalks I can let spoil. I could probably do that. Or the aloe vera. I wonder if that'll actually give me something useful, though, or if it's gonna just spoil and that's it. Not sure on that one. But let's get a water generator with us. We're gonna need to grab some more of these. More of these little fuels. The little fuel packet things. What happened here? Oh. They're gonna remove my bike. Why? Why'd you package it? What, for my D2 suggestion? Or the bots? Oh yeah, no, you actually need those things to make those, don't you? Let's go get ourselves some water. Let's do us some good here. And we also want to put that on quick bar, because why not? Water, water, water. Okay, that wasn't hard to get to. That's good. Shouldn't be too hard to retrieve this stuff. Always happy about that. So, where is actually a viable spot? Because I want it to actually be in the water. I don't know how much it needs to be in the water. So we'll put it right there. No energy source. Fixed it. I fixed it. Congratulations. Source quality, 80%. I wonder if that's good or not. If I watch on 2 devices, this is double hours. I have no idea. I don't know if it would double it for that user. It might end up, if it was like a different user, it might go under different accounts, but I'm not sure if that really accomplishes what you're going for. Plus, it's probably against Twitch's policies if you did that. But I'm sure you knew that already. What is... Oh. Oh, is this my friend from before? Is this my friend? I don't think so. I don't think that's him. Because if it was, he would have gotten shot with bullets by now. I wouldn't be still talking to him. Alright, we'll pick up the bike for now. I don't want to deal with that thing later where it's like, oh no, I'm just going to sit here and disappear because I'm like that. That's what you wanted, right? Okay, so fuel we're pretty good. I'm just waiting to at least get my first use out of this thing. I want to see where the water comes as, the water jug, see what we have to do with that, see if we need to change anything. At least this is showing on map, that's helpful. Makes things a lot easier. Alright, so 10, 9, we're doing like the New Year's Eve countdown right now. 4, and water. Alright, so let's see. So it actually just straight up restores stamina, just like this, which is kind of cool. My work's not going to get on my desktop. Watch on YouTube's. Well, you are welcome to try. I'm sure that they have all their policies and all that other stuff, but I know nothing. As I'm sure you're aware. I know nothing, Jon Snow. Okay, so I've got this water jug. Is that a food processor thing? Oh, harvester mod. I definitely want that also. But we are out of what? Copper? Yeah, we're out of copper. Alright. We'll have to go and get some more. That's fine. But I do believe that we want some purified water here. There we go. That's what I needed. So that's what I need for this nutrient, right? Yeah, 5 purified water. And this makes a 10-pack. So perfect. That's actually much more efficient too if you can refine it like that. Instead of 50 stamina, you can get 25 times 10. This meat's gonna spoil unless I do something with it. Do I want to let it spoil? Not really. I'd rather let the plant spoil, honestly. Desktop oh, that sounds problematic at best. Silly laptop, or desktop rather. You knew what I meant. Let's see, so the aloe vera, what is that actually used for? It looks like the stomach pills use it. Antibiotic, ointment. I can't make either of those because I'm missing some stuff. Alien thorn. I mean, none of this. So med kits, but requires some plasma too that I've never seen yet. And the small med kits don't even use that. It's really just water and some plasma. I haven't seen. Bandages. I can make bandages. Heals me a little bit and resolves the whole broken leg, open wound thing, apparently. That's pretty much all I can use it for right now, though, so I'm not going to be super worried about that. I think I am going to go for the ham, though. I think I'm going to make some hams. Unless there's a higher output on one of these other things. Which I don't think there is. I think everything is 1 per. 1 per whatever. I do have some pumpkin, so I could bake some pumpkin. But let's make some ham for now. We'll have some food to work with. Aloe vera's natural antibiotic. I mean, like, I know what it normally does in the real world. And that I'm like, oh, okay, well, that seems like it could be useful. But based on the crafting recipes, I'm kind of sitting here, like, kind of at a loss with what to do with this right now. There's really nothing I can do with it. Or not much, at least. I can make bandages. Can't even make the antibiotic. Not yet, at least. Here, hold my stuff. Trust me, it'll be great. What else is even in here? Anything that I should definitely be consuming? These akua berries cool me down. I'm sure they're useful for something too. But honestly, right now I really just need some food. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and eat some of the corn, because we've got plenty of that anyway. And I'll let the rest spoil if I need to, that's fine. It'll resolve itself. And then we can make some of the, what we need for the growing plant section. We can get some crop plots up and running, which will be cool. I'm kind of excited about that, actually. Alright, so we've got full food. We've got enough oxygen right now. We're not worried about it. We need copper, though. We need the coppers. Okay. There's really no reason to put my bike down. It is literally right over here. I could probably just send my drone out from here and be fine, but we'll do it from here. Try not to break me, please. Some food from Japan. That's 2-month-old. Kit Kat eats it. Hey, those are good vanilla Kit Kats. Not so keen on the 2-year or 2-month-old part, but I'm sure it's fine. 2 months. Gimme. We needed a lot of copper anyway, so I'm gonna run this until right about 250, right about here. Just grab whatever else we produced, and let's see where that puts us. That should put us in a pretty good spot, honestly. As far as resources go, I think we'll be set for a bit. Whoop. Jetpack for no reason. All right. Here, take these and make some more copper. That should give us a bit to work with, so that'll be nice. Then we can just move it all over to our other station here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the stone also. Half eaten. It's open. It was half eaten on top of that. Oh dear. Hopefully not the Kit Kat was half open and eaten. Because that would be really concerning. That someone put half of one back. Alright. We got our copper. We got some more rock dust for concrete, so we're good as far as that's concerned. And now, let's see, we wanted to get a, I believe it was the harvester mod. Yeah, let's put that together. Seems like that'll be useful, but I imagine that's really more for plants, so we're gonna need like a whole spread out section, just have the hover vehicle just gather all the plants together. That's probably what that's for. But it doesn't hurt to have, honestly. Half in the back. You had half of it and you're like, that's for someone else to find. That just sounds terrible. Oh man. Let's see, so we want some steel, I think. We're gonna want some steel. We'll probably want some window blocks too. But let's get together some steel ones first. Is that just, it's literally one block? Alright, fine. Do 4. And we're gonna do another like 20 or so. Seems like the best way to go about this. Alright, cool. We'll just let that work for a bit. And we'll have some blocks. I don't think we're gonna have enough really to get a structure built or anything, a hover vehicle, but it's a start, so we'll go with that. Is it raining? It is raining. Is that gonna make this thing like explode on me? The generator. It's probably not good for it, honestly. This seems like something I should have thought about. Maybe we should put something on top of this stuff. Let's do something with this. Well, I'm glad that stays suspended, because otherwise that would have been a little concerning. Let's keep trying to shelter this thing from the weather, because that seems like a bad time for me. Not gonna lie. Japanese name, American name. I tell everyone a Japanese name. So why not? Oh, you know what? It makes you stand out at the very least. People will be like, whoa, that's a pretty cool name. And they probably immediately think that it's actually like Ruku. Or I'm sorry, Roku. I'm sitting here mixing everything together. It's like, wait a minute, that was it, wasn't it? But yeah, they're probably sitting there like, oh, it's Roku, right? Like the TV streaming service. It's like, almost. You're almost there. We're gonna expand this whole thing. I don't know how this is actually standing, but we're just gonna keep building this out. As long as it'll let us. We'll have a bit of a ceiling of sorts at least, even though we haven't really hit our full footprint. That didn't sound good. All this doesn't sound very good. And that was, I might butcher it again, but was that, I know it's not Roku, because I remember we went over that. Was it like a Roku? Or did I mess that up? I hope I didn't, but I very well could have. I'll have to like take notes on things and be like, I'm going to learn everybody's name. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it right. Oh boy, we're out of concrete. Hey, why not? Why not? It makes things more interesting that way. Yes, okay. Yeah. I do kind of pride myself on trying to get everybody's names or remember as many as I can of everybody's names, so glad to see that I still got it. I thought I did, but I was like, this is a perfect opportunity for me to sound like an idiot. Oh boy. Alright. So it is pouring over here. We're building some more concrete blocks to expand this thing that's entirely resting its weight on a generator. Amazingly. But we're just gonna let that happen. We're not gonna question it. Seems pretty legit. I don't like those flashes that I'm seeing, right? I feel like it's coming from my equipment. And that seems like a bad time for everybody. If I hide here, does it stop the... No. I guess it was just looping the soundtrack again of the weather, the rain. What I do want to do, though, while we're at it, is, well, let's make like 10 glass first off, but what I really want to do is put together a tool for myself. I want to get not a color tool, I want to get a multi-tool, honestly. Don't need the drill. I could use some better weaponry. That would be helpful. Shotgun might not be a bad call. I don't know where you actually get a rifle upgrade kit from, even though it talks about it. And how does the flashlight work? Is that I already have a light on my suit. Is there another flashlight I could get? Make a multi-tool. And then let's take like half of these. Let's just make like 3 charges. That's really all I want. Just enough to get by in case I need to make some stuff work. And the armor I think we still have. Should still have that. And last one. Oh, actually, it makes a bunch of different charges. Cool. So we got a lot of charges now. More than I thought we were going to have. Take the everything. We'll take these and that and this. And I want to put this on my quick bar. I'll put that in slot 1. And then after that... Can I... No, not trash. Is there a slot or anything? I don't really know how that works, I'll be honest. But I should put the steel blocks. Although, I think what I actually need to do is... Don't mind me, I'm just working through everything right now. I think what I actually need to do is get a, hover vessel starter. That's what I need. Alright, so put the core here. What does it need? Steel blocks. Well, I guess we already got some, so I might as well just make it out of that for now. We can build more afterwards. We can do small vessels. I don't even see the capital vessel option. We might need to learn it, or maybe it can't be built here. I imagine it's the former, though. So we're going to have this hover vessel starter. We're going to try and put something together here. I'll probably just put it together on top of the little platform that we got here. Luke from desktop. It's Luke. It's Luke the Second. How's it going over there? Alright, put that down right. Oh, okay, kind of like fell, but that's okay. Build functional, you need cockpit generator, fuel tank, RCS, thrusters on all sides. I already lost track of half of what it wanted me to do. That didn't go quite according to plan. I didn't think it would just be like, here, have one hint that tells you everything you need. Structural integrity. Okay. If you have 100% stable, okay, you could build it. Yeah, so there's no vertical limit. Any additional block will have a lower stability. Okay, so this should actually break at some point, but I guess it isn't. So maybe that's not what happened. Both equals working. Oh, so it is actually working? It is doing a thing. That's interesting. A little surprised by it, but I suppose I shouldn't be tremendously surprised. The weather just like stops suddenly like that. What else do I need to... What else do I need to do here? What I'm really looking for is getting a a harvester together. Watched for 5 hours. Yeah, there you go. You're coming up on 400. You're getting there. And as a little thank you, I'll run. Let's see, what was the command again? Was it give? What was it? Reward. That's what it is. It's reward. I can do that. Reward with 50. Everybody gets a little boost. Everybody's here right now. Alright, so what am I doing here right now? I'm doing something. Definitely doing something. Needed for crafting the warp drive. Okay, in Akua, they can be found in the water. Interesting. All right then. Let's see. What else do we need to do here? I need to figure out what I need actually to put together for my hovercraft. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm actually trying to figure out. Harvester module. Oh, maybe it's for the wood logs, I guess. I guess that's what it's for. Yeah, for anything other than trees. Okay, so it's for... so I can gather a whole bunch of stuff from trees. Interesting. Asian-sized phone. Ah, American-sized desktop. I see. I see what you're doing. That's hilarious, though. Man, at that rate. Did you happen to take a look at the Twitch extension at all? Did you see what that was about? What do we need? So we need... definitely need the RCS. We definitely need a cockpit. Engine, I think it said was already there. This would be for an additional engine, I guess. Thrusters on all sides, so we need a couple more thrusters. I mean, maybe top and bottom too, but I don't think so. It's a hovercraft. I don't think you have to worry as much about vertical movement. So I'll just go with this for now. And then we need the cargo, we'll need the harvester, but we're not going to worry about that yet. I kind of want to just get this thing operational to start with. And hopefully I can do that, and then if we get that, I may take it for a little test drive, but that'll probably be about it. Probably won't do too much after that. Just kind of letting it figure out this thruster business. In the meantime, I should really probably start trying to work on actually building this. Alright, so we've got thrusters that need to go on. Let's put the cockpit on first, I think. See what we can do with this. That engine right underneath. I don't know how it's gonna work. But we're gonna try this. We're gonna see what happens. That looks like it's facing the wrong way, but I don't think it is, actually. Yeah, no, it's not. It just looks kind of weird in the front. Alright. This is gonna be ugly as sin, but we're gonna try it anyway. Alright, so we've got that. We've got the RCS we need to put on this thing. We'll attach that onto the bottom, I guess. Or, well, that seems like a bad idea. Let's put it connected over. We're gonna put some plates on around the door, I think. And then after that, we're gonna try and put this down. I speak your English. English through. I did not say that, for the record. I had nothing to do with that. Let's try this real quick. Try this little business over here. How large are these things? Yeah, that's the size I thought it was. Is this off center on this thing? It's a bit off center. It's a little bit lopsided right now. Not really the best option. We didn't do so well with that. So maybe we should try to balance this out a little bit more. And put down some plates at least. Let's at least level it. Fill up these little slots here. And I think it's actually hanging over the edge, so we need to go one more. Try and at least create some sort of balance to this thing. Okay. And then we can fill in these ones. Alright, so that at least creates a flat base for this thing. Try looting two at once. I know nothing. For the record. Okay, so we've got that down. I think what we're gonna do next is let's extend this a little bit more, because I want to put a little bit of a shield down. Okay, yeah, you can shape it different ways, but I'm just gonna put this as some ugly box like whatchamacallit and just be on my way, because I really just want to get something that's functional right now. Here, RCS is up there. We need thrusters on the sides. So let's get... Do I need to rotate it? I probably should rotate it. Nah. Anything else? Well, that's not quite exactly... Oh, okay, I see how that works now. Okay, you have to actually change how it rotates, how one of the keys rotate. That is a little annoying and it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but I see how it works now. So let's try putting one over here. We're going to put one over here. We need a couple more to expand this thing. But we want to put one underneath. Which, I mean, on the plus side, it's kind of shielded a little bit on the front, but not from the bottom if it bounces too much or anything like that. We still need to put the fuel tank on this thing also. And cargo box. We definitely need that. It is doing a lot of raining in this planet all of a sudden. We need more steel plates. I remember most things. Building blocks. 10. We'll just do it that way. Need to reconfigure the browser source to activate tipping. That's strange, because you sent some earlier. I'm just going to open that for a second and see if I can figure out what is going on here. Because I didn't change anything midstream. I lost my internet connection, but I didn't change anything. So, in theory, it shouldn't really have any issues, but let's see what it says here. Will it actually give me a status update, or is it just going to have the word status? Overlay is not set up. That's a lie. That is absolutely a lie. We're testing the overlay. Give me a test. Anything? Nothing? Alright. Let's just reload that, I guess. Test it again. Anything? because I absolutely did have it working earlier. So I'm curious why it thinks that we're not active right now. That doesn't seem fair to me. Doesn't seem right. Now it says all systems are running and I'm live, so maybe try it again. All I did was tell it to test the overlay, but I didn't see that work. But now it thinks that everything's fine, so your guess is as good as mine about that. Once I pick it up, I can't put it back down. It's not like Planet Fitness, that's for sure. Okay. So, let's put this down first, because we need to build on this a little bit. And now, let's see if we can at least get a thruster down. Then we can see what we're going to do with direction and all that other stuff. Rotate this way. There we go. Put dead center here. Okay. Now then, we want to put on the fuel tank. I thought, there it is. It's like I know I had it somewhere. Should be somewhere around here. Alright, so fuel tank. I think I may just tack on over here on the side somewhere. It's either that, or I can put it here. I'm gonna do that. I'll put it near to the door. I'm gonna try and create like a corridor here once it's enclosed, where I can just walk along it. So let's see. I don't know what else I actually need for this other than fuel and probably a generator. So we're gonna check that out real quick, see if we can figure out what we're missing. It's working now. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Yeah, mobile constructor, that seems useful. I'm gonna pick that up actually, that recipe. I will get the spotlight blocks also, that seems very helpful. Seems like a really good thing to have. And I might need this oxygen tank too, so we'll go ahead and do that. Everything else, I mean, the docking pad will want eventually. Everything else, I think we're sitting pretty good right now. The booster would be cool. We could jump with it. I don't really want to make this too complicated right now. I just want to get something that works. Miscellaneous. Anything else new? Oh, we won't learn anything new until next level. Oh, okay. That's where the capital vessels come in. Next level, anyway. Good to know. Very good to know. Okay. So we got tools. We got weapons. These are level 10s again, so we're waiting on that. And base. Anything cool for the base? We're gonna have gravity generator coming up soon. Offline protection doesn't matter. We're not playing online anyway. The large generator will be a level 10. So 10 seems like it's a pretty good level, pretty useful level to have. The T2 fridge, I wonder if is it any better? It's larger. And it's heavier rather. It's not larger. But I'm not sure what makes it better. Maybe the food spoils slower? I'm not sure. Oots update so fast. Yeah, I don't really know why it went through all of that. Wasn't exactly what I thought it was gonna do, but I'm glad it's working now. Now it's telling me that's fetching data. There we go. 2 for 1 special. Smite. Thank you for the loots, by the way. Thanks for checking that out for me. We're gonna get the RCS also for small vessels, because I want to start picking up other vessels, being able to build different vessel types. I think that would be very helpful right now. We're gonna get some landing gear blocks. We're gonna go through these points real quick too, I suspect. What else? What else? A fridge would probably be helpful. Again. Did I get that for this? I did get the fridge for the hover. Small vessel, hover vessel. Oh, you know what? I picked up for both just now, I think is what happened. That's fine. That's fine by me. And I can't afford this booster, so I think that is all we're gonna do with that for now. We may need this ventilator. Might need that with the oxygen tank. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that just in case the cockpit runs into this whole problem of being like airtight and not having oxygen flowing into it. Let's say, oh, origin human. I was like, what? Something human? What? Who? What? Where? All right, so we're getting a little bit hungry. I'm gonna try and fix that quick. I also need to probably collect our food. I'll take those, thank you. And then let's see if we can figure out. Ah, that's right. I want to actually eat and see if anything is close to spoiling. Because then we can start really getting a farm off the ground. Would it spoil quicker if I took it out of the fridge? Yeah, that's probably pretty fair to say. I could extend it like that. It is what it is. But I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take these stock bundles out. I'm gonna try and let them spoil. Or you know what? No, not the stalks. I'm gonna let some of this aloe vera spoil. That's what's gonna happen. And I will eat some more corn, I think. We'll just nom on the corn for a second. Nom. So much corn. I mean, our guy's pretty hungry, so he definitely could use the corn. And good. Alright, cool. So we got that taken care of. We're gonna let this stuff spoil. Let's see where we're at after that. We got this oxygen generator. I'm not really worried about it yet. I might need it later. And that's all we got down here going right now. So now what we're doing is we're gonna see if we can get some things operational here. Man, it is cold on this planet, by the way. It dropped down to 0 degrees. 0 degrees Celsius. That is not a good temperature. That's not very comfortable. Did I actually make... I'm trying to remember if I made a generator for this thing or not. There's a fridge. I didn't make that yet either. There is a generator. Okay. Put it together, friends. Let's make it happen. Because I think I'm going to need that anyway for powering stuff. That may be more for powering, like the fridge and other powered devices as opposed to fueling the thing. But we're just going to go ahead and get that generator on board anyway. I think I'm going to need it. We got the cargo box. We got the harvester. So we should be able to gather a bunch of wood if we want it. I'm really excited more for the drill, though. I want to get that operational. So we're going to need a few levels before we can actually learn that. And then, hopefully, we can mass gather ores a little bit easier than we've got right now. I don't think I'm supposed to know that. I think that is something that I'm not supposed to be aware of. If I remember the terms correctly. Hooray, we finished. All right. Let's get this thing on. I could really just stack it up on top here. Yeah, right up there. Cool. That should work. Let's just... Well, I don't need 9 of them. I really only need 1. Cool. Alright. Can I drive this thing now? Probably not. How do you... How drive? How do drive? I need spotlight stuff also. But that's not going to help me drive it. Spotlight blocks. We'll make 2 of these. Shh. No one has to know. Mobile constructor. We actually do want that, too. That seems like it would be very handy just to have in general. And while it's working on that, let's get some lights on this thing. We'll get them right in the front. We'll get them underneath next to these thrusters. Right like that. In theory, this should probably be turning on lights. Of course, I can't see anything, and I'm sure I'm doing something horribly wrong with this. Can't withdraw the fuel, apparently. Good thing I only put 1 of these packs in there, because I would have been pissed if I dumped everything in there, and it's like, nah, we're not moving. Alright, so I'm not sure what exactly I did wrong at this point in time, but I'm sure the game will be happy to tell me if I actually look through all the help files and all that stuff. Multi-charge, harvester, yeah, none of this is gonna help me. I'm sure it told me also before what I actually needed to have a functional hover vessel, but naturally I missed it. Kind of threw all that at me very quickly. Oh, okay. I have to hit Y to power it, I guess. So I can turn. I can move, it seems, but kind of clunky. I'm probably scraping on bottom. That's probably what's happening here. That's probably... Oh, that is me on my side. But we're moving, even if we are, you know, kind of flipped. Stop the ship. I'm trying to stop the ship. Believe me, I'm trying to stop the ship. That doesn't qualify for needing to be flipped over, because it looks like it probably should. Let's be real here for a second. This should probably be flipped. Now, I guess what the problem is that I have that flat base. I'm trying to go up a hill, and I probably need to have more space beneath the bottom compared to the thrusters. Maybe the thrusters need to hang down a little bit more, so that way there's a little bit of boost from the bottom. I'm not sure exactly. That I'll probably need to research. It's got a 3-meter hover, it's telling me. But that doesn't seem to be really good enough to get through too much of this environment. Seem to have some problems. So I'm gonna try to get this back around to some place that's a little secured, just in the back here. Let's try and just kind of shuffle our way. If I could see it in a third-person perspective, I might understand a little bit more of what's going on. But instead, I'm just kind of shuffling my way, strafing back and forth. Because it seems like back and forward do not do anything. Side to side, I've got some options. And forward actually does work when I'm strafing, but only when I'm strafing. This is quite an interesting position I'm in. Yeah, well, now I can't tell where I am or what's going on. That is back on my side again. It's like a like a bird or something that doesn't know how to fly yet. It's kind of like pushing its head into the ground like, I don't know how to do this. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful right there. If we could be upright, that'd be great. I think that actually worked. How, I don't really know, but I think it worked. Seems like it worked. Yeah, that's actually upright. How about that? Well, let's shut this thing down, because I'm not wasting the fuel to have it grind itself into the ground and do nothing. So we got some work to do on that, apparently, to figure out how exactly it works. It might just need another engine. So I can try that real quick and see if that does anything. I could tack it on maybe to the back here. Could put it in the back. If that doesn't do it, does this actually rotate? I don't think this one rotates. It'll move vertical, but I think it stays in place, which is probably for the best, honestly. Here, let's see. Now the hover height's even smaller. Great. Well, we're getting it larger, though, up to the 3-meter thing. But I think that's really more that I'm just on my side. I can't see anything with the lights on. That's concerning at best. Did it flop back on? Yeah, it flopped back down. Alright, so that's something we're going to have to work on a little bit more and figure out what's going on. But that's alright. We got a vessel, at least. We may not have gotten into space just yet, but we did have a vessel. We got our base over here. We got some food that we're trying to let spoil real quick. That's gonna be a little while though. And we're eating whatever it is we could find, pretty much. Lots of corn. Corn is in the diet in vast quantities. I'm gonna check on the farm upstairs real quick, but I think that's gonna just about do it for tonight, because it is getting on the late side. It's already past midnight, and I've got a few things to take care of before I actually get some rest myself. So we're gonna hang out right down here with all of our stuff that we built so far, and we're gonna go ahead and just save this real quick. But that's gonna be it from over here. So thank you guys so much for coming by. I really appreciate you hanging out. And if it's your first time here, please consider subscribing or following if you're over on Twitch. We'd love to do a bunch of charity events. We'd love to just do casual games like this, hang out. I do different voice hangout sessions with you guys too over on Discord. So I'm gonna have one coming up soon. I'll announce that in a little while. Probably on later this week, I'll be making an announcement about that for the when and where. I know some of you have been looking forward to that, but haven't been able to make the daytime ones that I've been doing. So I'll probably aim for a weekend for a little bit. Hopefully that'll work a little bit better for everyone. And outside of that, if you know someone else who you think would enjoy this, please consider showing them the channel and sharing with them, bringing them into the community as well. We love to see new people and just add on to all the positivity that we've got going here and just building this whole community together. So that's going to be it from me. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will catch you guys Thursday night right around that 8:30 time slot, and I'll put up another poll for you guys to vote on what we're going to do that time. So look for that over on Twitter and Discord. I'll post the link. I'll do a straw poll this time so you can all vote on it, and I'll catch you all next time. Have a great night, everybody.